and welcome to another edition of Sports Card ASMR and our popular Price Guide series. I'm the Sports Card Doctor, and I am very happy that you are here with us here today on the channel that takes sports card nostalgia and ASMR relaxation and forces them together like an arranged marriage that magically works out. I'd like to invite you to subscribe to the channel and help us reach our goals. We've been slowly growing this channel, and our big goal is very close, though I should say at the time of this recording, I'm pre-recording this because I was heading on the road to do some stand-up comedy, and I needed to get one in the bank, and maybe I've reached my goal by the time this airs. Who knows? We'll see. Now, we are going to get a pack of cards. We're going to price them, have some fun with that, and in opening the pack of the cards, we might find a legend card or something, and we'll put those legends in penny sleeves. This is sent to us by our buddy Eric. Now, when I say legend cards, I mean legends like this guy, Cecil Fielder, 1987 Toronto Blue Jay version. Jesse Owens, runner, and the man who stood up. Well, I don't want to say his name because then you get demonetized sometimes, or flagged, or they don't like saying historical figures' names in YouTube land, but you know what I mean. You know the 1936 Olympics and what Jesse Owens did. There's legends like John Offerdahl, linebacker for my Miami Dolphins. Legends like Randy Milligan from this 1991 studio. What was Randy looking at? You know what I mean? Oh, probably that. That is, I thought I cleared my card search history. I apologize for that. Okay. Legends like Bobby Valentine, which is now the disguise I'll have to take on after that. Or legends like Mark Malone and his 1987 Topps football card. The card on which this entire channel might have been built. If we reach our goal of 1,000 subscriptions to Sports Card ASMR, we will induct Mark Malone to the Sports Card ASMR Hall of Fame. Alright, it's going to be a big day. It's going to be trumpets, but relaxing trumpets. Alright, so we are going to do a price guide video. Price guide video, that's what this is, excuse me. And, well, it's a baseball one, but it's also kind of a basketball one. There we go. We are going to April of 1994. And this Michael Jordan. Now that is, what year was that, Michael Jordan? That was, is that a 91 Upper Deck? Yeah, when he took batting practice. I have that card somewhere in my collection. On the back is Joe Carter. Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run. And then they included poor Mitch Williams there walking off. So, this is one of the price guides sent to me by our buddy Ranger Donald. Had a protective cover on it. So, we'll be using this one today. It is a thick one. Wow. Alright, let's see what's inside. By this point, he had gone from basketball superstar to minor leaguer. Some Tom Glavine art. Everyone's celebrating the 93 World Series. There we go. Baseball's next hero is known more for his slam dunks. We know how it turned out, but it was fun while it lasted. This is pretty fascinating. One step away, owning plenty of talented potential. 11 players, none of them strangers to obvious, are close to making their marks in the major leagues. Well, let's see who they got here. Carlos Delgado, but as a catcher. Darren Dreifert, injuries took his career. Cliff Floyd. Alex Gonzalez, Chipper Jones, shortstop. Ryan Klesko. There's some good names in here. Javi Lopez, Phil Nevin, Mark Newfield, not so much. Manny Ramirez, Rondell White. Yeah, that's a good batch of players. 1994 was one of those years. We, of course, got the strike looming there, but names like these players here, you know, were a part of the new class and the new era of baseball that was emerging. I like that there. All right. That's we got the hot and not weather report we always like to swing through here. Frank Thomas, Mike Piazza, Ken Griffey Jr., Nolan Ryan, Tim Salmon, Juan Gonzalez, Barry Bonds, Paul Molitor, George Brett, Cliff Floyd, the entire 1993 Flair set, Aaron Seeley, Cal Ripken Jr., the entire 1993 Topps Finest set there, Ryan Sandberg, Lenny Dykstra, David Justice, Roberto Alomar, Don Mattingly, Fred McGriff, J.T. Snow, Kirby Puckett, Dave Winfield, Joe Carter should be hotter after that home run, Albert, not Joey Bell, John Olerud, Manny Ramirez, the entire 1993 Upper Deck SP set, Carlos Baeger, and the entire 1992 Bowman set. Cold, representing a lot of the late 80s baseball, Jose Canseco, Darryl Strawberry, J.T. Snow, Bo Jackson, Eric Davis, Pete Rose, Charlie Hustle, and the Matter, Pete Rose there, Ricky Henderson, Kevin Moss, still heartbreaking for me as a Yankee fan, Mark McGuire, look what would happen after this, and Frank Thomas. Interesting list of kind of new names, old standbys. Let's look at the prices here. The 80s golden era here. This is why this book gets a little thicker. The mid-90s just explosion of cards and subsets. Interesting. Finally into 1994. Okay. Into the convention calendar, and as always, let us know if you were in Boise, Idaho, on April 10th, 1994, Play Ball Card Show at the Holiday Inn. Let us know. Comment down below if you were there. One of these days. One of these days. And if you say you were there, we're going to require some sort of proof. Okay? Just putting that out there now. Alright. Into the back of the book here. Steve Carlton. 1994, more collectible than ever. I did love the designs that exploded onto the scene in 1994. There's Joe Carter. One of the most dramatic home runs in all of baseball history. Show some respect on that man's name. Hobbyists may want to treat 1991 Upper Deck SP1 as a Jordan rookie card, but Michael can't be a true born-again rookie until he appears on a regular issue rather than an insert card. There you go. There you go. I do wonder how much that is worth now. If you know, comment down below. I do have one in a binder. It's been untouched for a while. I'm not saying I'm going to sell it and buy a house, but just curious. Alright. April birthdays from 1994. Well, me. I think, yeah, this was the year I turned 18. Pete Incaviglia, Chris Bosio, Tris Speaker, Kirk McCaskill, Hal Morris, A lot of good names. My birthday is April 19th, and Frank Viola and Scott Kamenicki share the day with me, and Don Mattingly the day after, which I tried to tell kids when I was in school that made me cool. It's a profile on Mark Newfield. The Mariners really thought he would hang with Mr. Griffey, as they say here. It didn't turn out the way they planned, but that's sometimes what happens. Good player nonetheless. All right, now for the cards. This is what's interesting. I went ahead and pre-selected entire batch of packages here. A lot of these were sent from either John at the Past is Alive, Ranger Donald, or I acquired them in games of chance. So what are we going to open up today? We have April 1994. That's kind of further than some of the previous baseball packets I've opened. Thanks to Ranger Donald for sending me more modern packets from the mid to late 90s. But we have an interesting option here. So we can open up some $88, I believe. 88 or $89. $89 there. We can open up some 93 tops. I think we did recently. We have some 92 Fleer options. We have this kind of jumbo pack here of 1993 Upper Deck. That could be really interesting. 93 Fleer, which I forgot 93 Fleer went to this kind of packaging here after the very tightly wound 92 Fleers. And then we got 1990 Fleer, very wound, very tightly wound. A little loose over time, but isn't that the case for all of us? Trade by the 1993 Fleer, 19 cards in this set. $1.99 value. I think that's what we'd have to price it as. This one is a $3.30 pack here. Got Premier O-Pee-Chee for you Canadians up there. 1992 Fleer Ultra. Got some classic 88 tops and a stick of gum. The only stick of gum available today. 88 tops, perhaps one of the worst designed cards, just plain as can be. And 91 Score, Series 2. Some great crinkling. Pretty good cards as well, if I recall. Okay. And last we got this 1991 edition of Upper Deck. Now, I'll be honest, when I was sitting up for today's, I really thought I was going to be opening up this Fleer Ultra. Something about it I liked. But I wanted to give myself options, not just to make the drama a little bit more, but to actually decide on the fly. But I have changed my mind mid-video. We have an interesting opportunity. Now, this is a big jumbo pack of 93 Upper Deck. Could we beat that price of $3.39? But here we go. Since we are using this Beckett for 1994, which of course has this 1991 Upper Deck Michael Jordan insert, we have an opportunity to pull it from this pack, the 1991 Upper Deck here. I think we'd be remiss if we didn't take this opportunity. So, let's do it. What do you say? What do you say, kids? Let's give it a go. Let's crinkle and rip. Okay. Let's see here. We don't want to cheat. We don't want to cheat. Okay. We have Man of God, Gary Gaetti. J. Bell. Now remember, we're going to pick about 5 or 6 cards to get our dollar back, and then we'll do a over-under for the entire pack. We have a Oakland A's checklist card there. It does have some good art, though. If you're going to get a checklist, give me some collectible art. Oh, we've got the Wizard, Ozzie Smith. Not bad at all. Hall of Famer there. Bill Wegman, not a Hall of Famer there. We got Keith Miller, the New York Mets. Okay, we got Sean Bosky. A lot of people looked at him as a future, not an ace, but maybe a number 2. We got former A turned Yankee lefty relief specialist Greg Cadaret. We got Craig Wilson, the Cardinals. We got Darren Fletcher right there. Darren Fletcher, the heir apparent to Darren Dalton. Oh, we got a sticker here. We got a California Angels sticker. Ooh, look at that. Chuck Malone of the Phillies. It's looking bleak for that Jordan. Barry Jones. Barry Jones. There we go. All right. We got Roberto Alomar, the Blue Jays, Hall of Famer, though he is on baseball's ineligible list. I don't think a lot of people realize that. Paul Ferries, with John Orton sliding into him. And the Willie Randolph card we knew we had. Well, Willie, an all-time great. Love him. Former Yankee for years. Good little run with the Dodgers, Brewers, Mets. All right. Well, not a great pack. Not a bad pack, but not a great pack. We're going to look for about 5 cards to price here to see if we can get our dollar back. I don't think it's... All right, so, like a dealer in Laughlin. I smell like cigarette smoke, and I have no hope. I'm not going to pick that one. Might pick that one. Think I'm picking that one. No on the art. Definitely picking that one. No on Bill Wegman. Now we are going on 1994 prices, and this is a 1991 upper deck for Keith Miller, so by then we knew he wasn't going to be a superstar. Same with Sean Bosky, but it's possible. Ray Cadaret. Craig Wilson did not become the player that they wanted by 1994. Darren Fletcher, I'll give it a go. Chuck Malone, Barry Jones, and yes, to Roberto Alomar. We don't endorse his lifestyle choices, some of the decisions he made after leaving baseball, and I think during his baseball run, but he's got some value. Okay, well, this is, tell you what, not looking good. I have not been getting great packs as of late. But I did get fooled on my recent football card pack opening. It was better than I thought. Again, the challenge is, what is this, Beckett? What year? 1994. The card we're pulling is, we're pulling from 1991. So let's get back to the prices here. Upper deck, here we go. That Michael Jordan at this point was worth $18. I should have sold it then. Okay. So let's do this here. Get the old handy dandy clipboard. $19.91 upper deck. What do we think for the total price here? Commons, 5 cents. Those are the commons, most likely. Probably some commons here. There's really only 2 cards, and maybe the third that I think could be worth anything. So I am going to say that we are looking at $1.30. $1.30 is my over-under. Okay. Well, no better time than the present. Okay. Gotta get into the right order. You know, I didn't help put together pro wrestling shows, so you gotta build in some drama here. All right, first up, Sean Bosky. $4.71. Again, in 1991, might have been worth a little bit more. But here, probably not so much. And he's a common, okay? First one out of the gate. And again, if you're just joining us, set the price of this pack at $1. Can these cards get our dollar back? And what is the total price of the pack? I think you understand. All right, Darren Fletcher. Up-and-comer at this point, but where was he in 1994 going into that season? Well, Darren Dalton still was priced higher, so that tells you. I think by then he was with the Expos. All right, Gary Gaetti was a slugger, an all-star. Could have some value here. 233. Nope. Nope. Not looking good. It's not 1987 for you, Gary Gaetti. All right. Jay Bell. Now, here's the thing. In 1991, Jay Bell was a good utility infielder, shortstop for the Pirates, but he'd go on to have some bigger years. His value came later. So does this card reflect that value in 1994? 183. Common. This is not going to be an all-common pack, but it's getting close. All right, Hall of Famer Ozzie Smith, 162. Let's see. There we go. 15 cents. Well, it's something. All right, 10, 20, 35 cents. All right, math is slow today. Final card that we pulled out, another Hall of Famer. As I mentioned, I didn't even remember that he is on baseball's ineligible list. So, not endorsing Roberto Alomar, but I do hope he gets us a lot of money here. 763. Look at that. 50 cents. All right, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85 cents. So close. So close there. But we did not make our dollar back. But let's see. How close can we get to the $1.30? Right there. Okay. We've got Willie Randolph, 720. We're just confirming what we think, that these are common players here. We got a checklist card here. Number 28. Yeah. Do they track the checklist? I don't know. Yeah, that's a common there. Bill Wegman, definitely a common, but who knows? You wanna give the respect to these guys. Keith Miller, there's a chance he's slightly elevated. Or he's a common. Greg Cadaret, definitely going to be a common. As a Yankee fan, I can confirm that. Craig Wilson, he could be an 8 center. Being an 8 center is not a bad thing in life. But instead he's a common. Chuck Malone, I gotta be honest, despite my knowledge of 90s baseball, don't remember Chuck Malone. And neither does Beckett. Okay, and Barry Jones, 789, common there. Paul Ferries, I do remember Paul Ferries with the Padres. No value there, all commons as we thought. So, all right, 85, 90, 95, $1, $1.05, $1.10, $1.15, $1.20, $1.25, $1.30. Folks, I don't cheat. I don't cheat. I may gamble on these packs, but I come in. You see that this is live to tape, all right? This is the most accurate I've been. $1.30. Nailed it. What do I get? Nothing. What do I get? Nothing. Hopefully I get your appreciation here. Hanging out with me on this weird ASMR channel that combines sports card nostalgia and ASMR relaxation. I'm going to count that as a win in my life. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and thanks for not supporting Roberto Alomar anymore. All right, see you next time here at Sports Card ASMR. Unbelievable. I might be a superhero. Do I have superhero powers and I don't even